Everyone at some point in their childhood has seen something that they probably shouldn't have. Maybe it was in a movie or something on TV, but for me, it was in video games. Because when I was a kid, I always wanted to play the games that were rated M for mature. And looking back on it now, I definitely should not have been playing some of those games while I was growing up. So today, we're gonna look back at some of those games, and we're gonna see if they're actually as bad as I remember them to be, or if I'm just overreacting. Now, before I get started, I just wanna say this is a warning. I'm gonna be talking about some very disturbing topics throughout this video. So if you can't handle that and you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, I highly suggest you click off this video right now and watch something else. Because trust me, in a few minutes, it's gonna get very dark. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. So this first game is so bad that I can't even show the full clip on YouTube. It is a mission from the game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and it's the only mission in Call of Duty history to put a warning before the mission starts. And the game even gives the player the option to skip it at any point in time if they find it to be too much for them. And I don't know about you, but whenever I see a warning about something, it makes me more curious as to why they don't want me to see that thing. Because when I was a kid, I always had the mindset that if someone told me not to do something, it made me want to do it even more. If someone told me not to play something, it made me want to play it even more. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why is there a warning on a Call of Duty mission? It's literally a shooting game. And don't even get me started on the multiplayer lobbies, because the average one sounded like this.
Concussion out.
Yeah, I promise you, this generation would not last a second in these multiplayer lobbies. Now, again, I can't show you the full clip because this video will get taken down, but I can show you this much.
Remember, no rush.
And that is all I'm allowed to show you. Now, in case you didn't understand what just happened, basically in this game, you're playing as a guy named Joseph Allen, and you're an undercover CIA agent. And your job is to pretend to be on Makarov's team. This guy right here. He's the bad guy in this game. Now, after they exit this elevator, you can connect the dots and figure out what happened immediately after. Let's just say it was something very horrific. Now, in this mission, you do not have to participate in what these guys are doing. You are totally free to decide what you do in this mission. You can either sit and watch what happens and be guilty by association, or you can actively participate in what they're about to do. But no matter what, you cannot stop what these guys are about to do. Now, this mission was so disturbing that it ended up getting on national news.
A popular new video game actually allows you to be a people. Take a look. The controversial new video game is called Modern Warfare 2, and it is flying off the shelves. But is this fantasy game just a little too real? And is it appropriate?
Now, this mission was actually removed in the Russian release of this game, and Germany and Japan also got censored versions when this game came out in their countries. And Christian, Muslim, and Jewish religious leaders also condemned this mission, and they were very worried that kids were gonna play it. And they're right, because why is 7-year-old Ramo playing a mission where you're doing something as disturbing as this? Now, the people who made Call of Duty came out afterward and said that the reason this mission is in the game in the first place is to show how evil this villain is. But again, people responded and said that when you're watching a movie and something disturbing like this happened, you're not taking part in the action, you're just watching it happen on the screen. Versus when you're playing this game, you have the option to take part in what's about to happen, which is kind of messed up. So in my opinion, I think the campaign of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is definitely something I should not have played as a kid. And if you think this campaign from Call of Duty is bad, just wait, because there's a lot more where that came from. So here's a mission from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is the previous Modern Warfare game. And in this campaign, you're trying to capture a bad guy named Khalid al-Assad. And you're playing as a guy named Sergeant Paul, and you're trying to disarm a nuke. Now, this mission plays out, and you think that you saved everybody, right? And as this plane flies away, you end up seeing this. And then you die. Now, the reason why this mission is in the game in the first place is to show how brutal war is. Because Call of Duty is a war game, it like depicts different events that happen throughout history and some made-up events as well. So putting this in the game is meant to like help with the story, according to them. But again, bro, why was I playing this as a kid? I had no business playing something as traumatizing as this. So I would say Call of Duty Modern Warfare, yeah, I definitely should not have played this game as a kid. The multiplayer, on the other hand, I can make a case for that. The multiplayer, I think, is fine. I didn't run into any problems with the multiplayer. All right, now we have a mission from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The mission's titled Davis Family Vacation. And in this mission, you're playing as someone named Mr. Davis, and you are on a vacation with your family in the UK. And right now, you're looking at the POV of a camcorder that's recording his family, and they're talking about like going to visit the Big Ben, and the daughter's like all happy and excited to see it and all that stuff. It's just like a dad enjoying his time with his family, right? So right here, this truck pulls up, and then a bunch of masked people run out of the truck. Now, again, I can't show the full clip, but let's just say this truck is filled with a lot of bad stuff, and then something very bad happens immediately afterward. Again, bro, why the heck was I playing this game as a kid? Again, you can make the case that it's for the plot, it's to make the story more interesting, but bro, a 7-year-old should not be playing this game. Bro, the first time I played Call of Duty, I was 7 years old. Now, obviously, I didn't play the campaign right away. I was playing the multiplayer most of the time, but when I did play the campaign, why was I seeing this stuff? All right, moving on. Now, again, I can't show the full clip here, but here's a mission from Call of Duty World at War. So basically, this game takes place during World War II, and you're at war with the Japanese. So right here, you're like kidnapped by some Japanese people, and you and your friend, who you can see in the back over here, are being interrogated by some Japanese soldiers. So they're trying to get information out of you. So a few seconds after this screenshot right here, this guy goes to ask your friend some questions, and your friend doesn't cooperate, and he spits at the guy that's smoking this cigarette right here. But then after that, let's just say that your friend does not end up making it. And after these soldiers finish from your friend, they come to try to finish you. And right before they finish you, you end up getting saved by your teammates. Again, the plot of this game is trying to show you how brutal war is, but bro, as a 7-year-old, like, there's no reason why a 7-year-old should be playing this game, bro. Thankfully, I feel like I turned out pretty good, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing like wrong with me, I hope. But bro, I should have left these games for like when I was a little bit older. Definitely should not have been playing these games as a kid. Now, the next game we have here is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Everything about this game was traumatizing. Bro, down to the freaking menu. The menu, like switching from multiplayer to zombies, that was so scary to me, bro. So Black Ops 1 was actually the first Call of Duty game I ever played, and I didn't play it on my own console. I had a family friend that had an Xbox 360, and I played it at his house. So everything I've talked about so far in this video, I witnessed at my friend's house, not at my own house. My parents did not buy me this game. Because bro, imagine a 7-year-old going up to their parents telling them they want to buy this game right here with this cover. Absolutely not, bro. They would not agree to that. So bro, even the menu in Black Ops 1 was disturbing. Look at this, bro.
The numbers mission. What do they mean?
Bro, this is literally my reaction. Every single time I would switch from multiplayer to zombies, my reaction would be the exact same thing. Like, bro, even this thing right here with like the zombies like hitting at the wall, bro, super disturbing. And on top of that, right here, you can like look around. You can see like you're in an electric chair. You can stand up and like walk around this room. Bro, imagine seeing this as a 7-year-old, what this does to you mentally, bro. Bro, they do not make games like this anymore, bro. This would not fly. I do not think kids play anything near as scary as this these days, bro. Bro, comparing Fortnite, like this goofy game, to Black Ops 1, there's levels to this, bro. Like, sure, Fortnite is also a shooting game too, but Fortnite is goofy. Like, you got like crazy skins, you got freaking Travis Scott, a Kim Kardashian skin, like anime skins, you got a bunch of like cartoon characters that can do like dances and stuff, compared to Black Ops 1 with like zombies like hitting at the window and the crazy music in the background. Hell no, bro. There is no reason why any kid should have been playing Black Ops 1, bro. And that's not even the worst part. There's a mission in Black Ops 1 where you go to meet the president in the Pentagon, and the president gives you permission to go after a bad guy named Dragovich. Now, the catch is the character you're playing as in this game, his name is Alex Mason. He was meant to be a spy for this bad guy named Dragovich, and Dragovich was supposed to use him to do something very bad. So Alex Mason has been going through a lot of brainwashing, and he starts having hallucinations. And in one of these hallucinations, while he's meeting with the president, he ends up pointing something at the president that he shouldn't have, and the game is basically trying to show you that he's mentally unstable and he's not doing well after all of the brainwashing. Again, bro, I didn't understand what the heck was going on during this mission, but bro, I had no business playing this game as a 7-year-old, bro. I was in 2nd grade, bro. I was still reading Cat in the Hat. And the thing is, I wasn't even playing it like once every month or something like that. I was going to my family friend's house every single week, sometimes multiple times a week, and playing this game. All right, now we got Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, this was the first Call of Duty that I owned personally, and it's also my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I used to love playing with like the ballista. I used to love quick scoping, trick shotting. I used to love Black Ops 2. This was my bread and butter. Now, the Black Ops 2 campaign has to be one of the most disturbing campaigns I've ever played personally. In my opinion, this one is the worst. So I can't show the full clip, but basically, this mission starts off with you being in the middle of a civil war in Angola, and one of your teammates is stuck in a car that's currently on fire. So in this cutscene, you're trying to save your teammate, but you end up failing, and your friend does not make it. And bro, I remember going back and trying to replay this mission, seeing if there was any way to possibly save him in the end, but it was impossible. And again, bro, there was no reason for me to be playing this at 9 years old. It's way too much, bro. And bro, this isn't even the worst part. So in this same mission, there's a scene where you run up on a shipping container, and when you open the shipping container up, you find a bunch of people who are not with us anymore. So when you and your teammate decide to go inside the shipping container, you end up finding one of your friends who is still alive, but he's currently in very bad shape and he's rotting inside. And one of the characters even says that it smells very bad, as if they've been there for weeks. So you can use your imagination and put 2 and 2 together as to what was going on in the shipping container. Like, bro, I remember playing this mission for the first time and seeing your friend that's still alive inside of this shipping container. Bro, it grossed me out for days, bro. And that's not the only disturbing thing from this campaign. So there's another scene from this campaign where they bring out a prisoner in a mask and a hood, and you can't tell who it is. When you're playing this mission, you think that you're just shooting some random person, some random bad guy, and that's it. But no, after you take this guy out and you go and take off the hood, you find out that it's actually your best friend. It was not the bad guy that you thought it was gonna be. And then immediately after, this bad guy, Menendez, comes over and does some very painful stuff to you. And bro, just scrolling through the comments, you can see like a lot of people feel the same way as me. This guy said, I'm convinced everyone who played this mission without knowing you actually kill Mason has some level of PTSD. I can't believe I was too young to understand what was going on when I played this. Yeah, bro, see? Like everyone agrees that we were way too young to be playing this game, bro. Now, in case you weren't traumatized enough as a kid, this scene from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you're basically trying to take out this battleship with your friend and you plant some explosives into the battleship, but your friend's hand gets stuck on the ship and you try to save him, but it ends up being too late and then your friend doesn't make it. Like, bro, why was I playing so much like disturbing stuff like this, bro? I had no business playing games like this when I was a kid, and this was happening in literally every other game. Like, bro, if I get my little brother right now and ask him if he's seen anything similar to this in his life, he's definitely gonna say no, because like the only games he plays now is like what? Fortnite, Rocket League, Roblox, and that's it. All right, now we have the Black Ops 3 robot scene. All I'm gonna say is if you know, you know. I'm not gonna describe what happens in this mission, or should I say what happens to you in this mission, because it is way too graphic and possibly one of the most graphic things to ever happen in a video game. I was 12 when this game came out, and I'm pretty sure I just got the PS4 at the time, and this was one of the first games that I got on the PlayStation 4, and bro, I should not have played this campaign, bro. Even though I was a little bit older, like I wasn't 6 or 7 years old anymore, I still should not have played this mission, bro. It scared the crap out of me. The comment says, it's honestly terrifying. Thought to be powerless against the machine. Yeah, exactly, bro. The most brutal scene in both the game and franchise I've ever seen. Yeah, it is, bro. It is. I honestly feel bad for the main character in this scene, TBH. Yeah, bro, I agree. This scene made me realize what brutal really meant. This scene is brutal. I can't imagine how terrifying and painful something like that would be. Also, this kind of stuff may be happening in 50 years. Hey, bro, hopefully I'm not around at that time, because I do not want to be a part of it. I do not want to witness that stuff happening. All right, so the next game we were way too young to be playing is GTA 5. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't enjoy GTA 5. I love GTA 5. I still love playing it to this day. I also love playing Call of Duty. I used to love Call of Duty when I was younger, but bro, some stuff in the GTA 5 story mode was just way too much for any kid to be experiencing. Like, I'm not even talking about all the inappropriate stuff that happens in GTA. Like, put all that to the side. This scene right here from the story mode has to be one of the most disturbing things in any video game, bro. It has to be at least top 5. Now, if you've never played GTA before, if you see this guy's face in the story mode, if you're playing as him, just know that that mission is gonna be the most brutal thing you ever experience. It's gonna be the most violent mission out of all the missions that you play in the game, because there's 3 characters in GTA, and this guy Trevor, he is the most unhinged one out of all of them. So up until this point in the story mode, Trevor has done some very bad stuff already, but this one takes all of the bad stuff that he's already done and 10x's it. So basically, they're interrogating this guy that's sitting in the chair right here, and in order to get information out of him, Trevor has to hurt him in very violent ways, and the player has no choice but to choose what methods Trevor uses. And unlike No Russian, there is no warning before this. You cannot skip this mission. You have to play this mission in order to progress with the story. And bro, just read the comments, bro. It says, I always underestimated how waterboarding can be when I was younger, but the fact that he used gasoline, I can say from experience it was one of the most horrible pains if you get a lot on your face. I absolutely hate the tooth pulling part. I just had all my teeth worked on. Talk about PTSD. Yeah, bro, literally. I'm not gonna tell you the methods, but you can get the idea just by reading these comments. I feel like the adrenaline shock is not gonna fix cardiac arrest, not in the long term at least, especially not twice. Trevor is so aggressive and kind at the same time, bro. Kind is not a word you should use to describe Trevor. When you get kicked off GTA Online for not uploading your ID for verification, and this is the next scene in your story playthrough. Bro, literally, bro, don't they have age verification now? Like, bro, you need to have age verification to play online for some of these games, but you don't need to have age verification to play the story mode. Bro, honestly, the story mode is worse than anything you're gonna experience in the online versions of these games, bro. Like, just scrolling through this comment section, everyone is experiencing the same exact trauma. All right, now the next game we were way too young to be playing is Wii Fit. Now, trust me, I know what you're thinking. Ramo, you just got done talking about all the crazy stuff in Call of Duty and GTA, and now you're talking about Wii Fit. Yes, I know it might sound like it's childish, but trust me, there is a reason reason for why I'm putting this on this list. So in Wii Fit, you have to put in your information to get your BMI results. You basically take your age, your height, your weight, and then it tells you if you're in a healthy range or not. So when you play Wii Fit, you get this little pad that you stand on. And while you're standing on it, and it's giving you the BMI results, your character right here starts off skinny, and then depending on how fat you are, the character starts expanding. Like, look at this. He started off skinny, and now he's fat. You got Agent over here playing the game. But bro, there is no reason to violate the kids like this, bro. Like, bro, imagine you're like a chubby kid when you're younger, and you're just trying to play some Wii Fit, have some fun, maybe burn a few calories, and then you get violated by the game like this? Come on, bro. Bro, look at this example right here. Bro, it said that her last result was overweight, and now it's obese. Dude, that's not good. I want to hear her reaction. Hold up. Oh my god, dude. So this guy right here is the CEO of Nintendo, and he had the same thing happen to him. He got put on overweight though, not on obese. But still, bro, like if this game came out in 2026, it would not fly. With all the woke people and like body positivity. Anyways, moving on. All right, the next game we were way too young to be playing is Mortal Kombat. Now, again, this is one of those games that I played at my family friend's house, and Mortal Kombat isn't as popular as it used to be. So if you don't know what Mortal Kombat is, it's basically Street Fighter except rated R. Like imagine Street Fighter with like all the cool moves you can do, except it's just extremely graphic and scary. And if you don't know Mortal Kombat by name, you definitely know this sound effect right here.
Fatality.
Now, the reason why I believe I was way too young to play this game when I was younger is because when you're about to beat your opponent, the game gives you the option to do a finishing move. It's kind of like in Super Smash Bros. When you get the Smash Ball, you can press B and then it does like a special move. Except in this, instead of doing like a cool animation or something funny, it does the worst thing you can possibly imagine. I'm not gonna describe it because it's too bad for YouTube, but it lets you see the insides of people. I'm just gonna put it at that. You get to see bones breaking and stuff like that. It's absolutely horrifying. As a 7-year-old, bro, I remember playing this game for the first time in 2011. Bro, I should not have played that game, bro. So when I was younger, I tried to get into Resident Evil, but I just couldn't. I didn't find it like that interesting. I might go back and try to play it, but my editor was telling me about this game right here. This series is like very popular with people, and there's a certain bad guy who, after I saw the clip, bro, if I saw this when I was younger, bro, it would have creeped me the heck out. Basically, you go inside of this house, and then this guy right here that you're seeing in this picture comes and starts attacking you with a big chainsaw. Again, bro, this is another game that you should not be playing as a little kid, bro. Like, bro, I remember watching my uncles play Resident Evil sometimes. Like, whenever it got bloody, they told me to just leave the room. And bro, I can see why. Like, this is not something that a kid should be playing. Absolutely not. Now, another game that we should not have been playing as kids is Slender Man. Now, when I was younger, I used to like watching this guy named Toby Games. I don't know what happened to him. Apparently, he got canceled or something. But he used to play this game called Slender, where basically you walk around the woods and try to find like 8 pages. And if you find all the pages, you win. But the catch is, while you're trying to find these pages, there's like a guy with like a white face that's following you around. And if you look at him, you die. Now, this is one of the games I can actually show you because it won't get taken down. Like, bro, I remember watching this video when it came out. I was like 9 years old, and I told my parents to download the game for me on my computer too, and I would play it with all the lights turned off in my room. Bro, I had no business playing this game, bro.
I think he's mad. I think he's extra mad. I think I'm stuck. I'm stuck! I'm stuck! No! Dude.
Yeah, exactly. You guys see what I'm talking about. Like, looking back at it now, it's not that bad. I'm sure if I wear like headphones and like get super immersed in the experience, I would probably be like very creeped out. But yeah, bro, as a kid, nah, very disturbing. All right, the last game we were way too young to be playing is Majora's Mask. Now, this one's a little bit iffy because the game itself isn't as crazy as all the other ones on this list, but there's still some creepy themes throughout this game. Now, I didn't play the actual Majora's Mask game as a kid. I just watched videos of it on YouTube because at the time, Majora's Mask didn't get remastered for the 3DS. But I did play Ocarina of Time and I loved it so much. And just to show you guys how much of a Zelda fan I really am, I have a Zelda Ocarina of Time case for my 3DS. So this game is creepy because the whole game is literally a countdown of your town being destroyed by a massive moon. And you get a bunch of these like transformation masks from all the dead characters, and you keep reliving the same day over and over again. And I remember watching these game theory videos when I was younger, and it really creeped me out, and I probably should not have been watching it. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what other games scared you as a kid. And if you like this video, you should go watch some of my other videos.